Jay Stratton has seen aliens. Let's talk about it. Get in here. This is Jack with Cosmic Road. I talk about UFOs and the paranormal. Please hit like and subscribe and let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Yeah, so Jay Stratton, former head of the UAP task force with a history at Skinwalker Ranch as well. Yeah, he says he has seen aliens and also UFOs with his own eyes.
I have seen with my own eyes non-human craft and non-human beings.
Okay. And he doubles down on that at the premiere of Age of Disclosure.
If you were to personally meet a non-human intelligent being, what's the first question you would ask them about Earth or our species?
Who says I haven't?
Who says I haven't? He replies. So when he says in that first clip that he's seen aliens and UFOs with his own eyes, he's not necessarily talking about the bodies of aliens stored away somewhere at Area 51 or whatever. He's apparently talking about meeting with living beings. That's nuts, guys. That's nuts. But it gets even more spicy because check this out. If I can find it. Yeah, here we go. Also at the Age of Disclosure premiere. Check this out. Check this out.
Hours, I have given them information. I have given them not only the existence of non-human intelligence, but the address to go look to see it. And they were denied access. So with your help and your help,
yeah, I love the Temper Jet was there at the premiere. Yeah, and Gary Nolan, all those good guys. But yeah, so not only has he possibly met with beings, but he's given Congress the location where they can find these beings, or at least some beings. I'm assuming that's more of a body situation. Maybe there's the colony of tall whites out there where he can give an address and they can go find these guys or something like that. But I'm assuming that he's talking about bodies in this situation. But let me know if you think he's talking about a colony or possibly some beings that were recovered in a crash and kept in some sort of alien retention program. I don't know what he means by that, but he's hinting that he's met with beings that were living beings, and that he can give Congress the address where they can find these beings or some beings. So yeah, let me know if you think he means living or dead beings there. But he does say he's given Congress the address of where they can find beings and craft, and they were denied access. And that's, I think, the major problem that we're having is that Congress can't get access to this stuff. So we need some mechanism to allow Congress to get access to this stuff. But okay, it gets even more interesting. Like I say, Jay Stratton is an old Skinwalker Ranch guy. So what was NIDS and Bass doing? And NIDS, of course, is the team of scientists put together by Bob Bigelow, the former owner of Skinwalker Ranch, before the government got involved, and OSAP was created, and eventually ATIP. Well, here's what Jacques Vallée has to say about NIDS. He has some other interesting stuff to say in this clip with Engaging the Phenomenon, one of my favorite channels. But yeah, pay special attention to what he has to say about NIDS.
What do you make of the recent conversation around the psionics, and they're going out and they're interacting directly with the phenomenon, similar to CE5, in which you're doing protocols and you're engaging the phenomenon directly?
I applaud that. I think we need to be, more and more stimulated by this, and stimulated to design more of those things. Again, we did that with NEDS. We did that to some extent with BAS. We wanted to do more. But some of those things can be done by a small group of people who are technically savvy and have equipment. I mean, it's not that hard now to get the right equipment and monitor something and wait for something to happen.
Yeah, well, they were definitely monitoring stuff at Skinwalker Ranch, and I guess waiting for stuff to happen, and they still are, and they've got a lot of results from that. If you've been following the TV show, they've got some amazing results from that, including the details about possible wormholes. They've got videos of a UFO coming and going from the mesa, going into the solid rock and out of the solid rock. Just amazing stuff they're capturing over there at Skinwalker Ranch. But this idea that they may have initiated contact. Let's play that clip again.
More and more stimulated by this and stimulated to design more of those things. Again, we did that with NEDs. We did that to some extent with BAS. We wanted to do more.
Yeah, so does he mean they were doing their own CE5 protocols and possibly even getting some interaction? Could that be what Jay Stratton is talking about? Or is he talking about something completely different? If Jay Stratton was at Skinwalker Ranch when they were doing these things and they were initiating contact and having their own version of CE5, did they get some action? Did they get some action? Did some beings come down? And that's what Jay is referring to. Or is he talking about something completely different? Jacques Vallée doesn't hint at any beings coming down. It seems like whatever they were doing was more passive, or it wasn't at that level where they were actually in communication with beings. So I doubt that's what Jay Stratton is talking about. But you never know. Maybe he'll talk more about that in his book. I'm very curious about Jay Stratton's book, and particularly how, what discrepancies there are between his version of events and Lou Elizondo's version of events. I love Lou. I'm never going to get off the Lou train. We wouldn't be where we are today with UFO disclosure if not for Lou Elizondo. Him getting those 3 videos out and popularizing the subject, he made a huge impact. Now, if Jay Stratton's version of events is different from Lou's, that's going to be very interesting. And we definitely need to reconcile that if at all possible. But you can't diminish the impact and the importance of Lou Elizondo, even if some of those details turn out to be different from Jay's. But yeah, Jay Stratton says he possibly met with beings. He kind of hinted at that. At the very least, he has seen some bodies in some UFOs as well. Now, was that in his capacity with the UAP task force? Was that in his capacity working at Skinwalker Ranch? When did all this happen? Is it his ATIP service, or is it his UAP task force service? Because that would give us some hint as to how far along these programs got and how deep they were able to get access. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about all of that in the comments below. Like and subscribe, smash the bell to be notified of future videos. Yeah, and let me know, do you think that the UAP task force was initiating contact? Was ATIP initiating contact? How far along did this possibly initiating contact stuff going on at Skinwalker Ranch, how far did that get? Yeah, let me know what you think about it all. I think it's super fascinating. Apparently, one or more of those avenues got somewhere, or else these programs were able to get deep access into the control group, deep enough to get, their eyes on some aliens and some UFOs. Yeah, I love it, guys. I love it. I want some answers. Hopefully they'll be in the book. But let me know what you think about it all. Like, subscribe, buy a t-shirt, buy a book. Yeah, become a channel member. Channel members are rock stars, and I really appreciate you guys' support. Also, channel members frequently get to see videos like this hours before everybody else. Meanwhile, there's plenty of other videos on the channel, and I will see you guys next time. This is Jack with Cosmic Road, signing out.